In this week's Friday's Food for Thought, how to manage a remote team. Happy Friday, everyone. Last week, I learned that my brother-in-law is going back to working exclusively from home, just as he did in the spring of 2020. As we have the Omicron variant spreading rapidly, many companies, and yes, even some reverse mortgage lenders, are continuing to embrace the remote workplace. Do you remember your very first Zoom meeting? Chances are it was held shortly after the coronavirus pandemic led to nationwide lockdowns. Well, working remotely can actually be effective. But what about managing a team remotely? And that's a topic that Dr. Eric Rice tackled in a column in Lifehack, and he gives us 5 tips to better lead and manage a remote team. Number 1, focus on the what, not the how. Focus on what your team members are accomplishing. Are they getting the job done? Are projects being completed on time? If so, let go of the how, that is when they start or end their workday. Dr. Rice also cites a Stanford study that documented a 13% jump in workplace productivity while individuals are working from home, and that led to increased job satisfaction and a 50% drop in attrition. Number 2, ask for feedback. Don't just give them your 2 cents worth. Ask your team for their input. For example, rather than telling them how to solve a particular problem, ask how they would go about fixing the issue. Now, good leaders bring up problems and then facilitate finding a solution with their team. And good team members, they pride themselves on approaching you as their manager with a potential solution when they give you a problem. Number 3, be vulnerable. So acknowledge when you're being overwhelmed or struggling yourself, and your team members are likely to respond in kind. Sweeping problems under the rug is only going to erode workplace efficiency and morale and make the individual miserable. So set a tone that prioritizes your team members' well-being. Ask them, how are you doing? Number 4, immediately address conflict. Now, small issues left unaddressed can quickly become major problems. Even when you're working remotely, make yourself available to your team and discuss any concerns or conflicts that may arise. Number 5, be willing to learn every day. Now, strong leaders look to an adaptive model of business and personnel management. So seek out some new ideas and research what other companies and executives have been doing in their field and how you may adapt it to yours. In conclusion, if you have not done so yet, write down some of these guidelines on how you want to structure management of remote originators, brokers, and team members, and remember to win their hearts first and then their minds. Now, remote work may be here with us for some time. Perhaps it will be, dare I use the phrase, the new normal. Either way, I would encourage you to review today's 5 tips for managing a remote team and let us know how it works for you. Now, before we jump into the weekend, take a moment and thank our sponsor, the Federal Savings Bank. You can do that by clicking on the banner on this page. Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend.